Hello, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Can't really tell how many people are here. It might just be one or two. Feel free to say hello. And I added some music today, so it's not so just dead in the background. Let me know if that's too loud or if you can even hear it. Appreciate that. Oh, what's up, DC? Good to see you, man. What is up? How's your morning going? Today's gonna be weird. It's a little loud. Okay, thank you. Let me drop that down. How's that? Is that a lot better or a little better? Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining. Okay, I'll see if I can find a middle ground. I'll just leave it right there. If you guys think the music's annoying, I can totally just get away with it or do away with it. I just wasn't sure if it was too boring because sometimes I'm just analyzing charts and it's just quiet. Um, so I'm starting out the day a little green. I took a couple trades this morning. I was messing around with the Discord, still just trying to figure out some settings with that. And I saw some decent setups, so I'm going to go over that right now. Let me go ahead and scoot out. Let's get to 15-minute. All right. Actually, let's go to let's do a 1 hour. So interesting what we're doing. Actually, my channel's over here. Let's get to the channel. There we are. So the channel's over here. Really respecting that channel. So curious to see if we're ever going to break out of this thing. We hit the top of it, failed, and then we ended up in this zone, and we held on to it, which was kind of weird, right? I thought we would just zip right down and break these lows, but we held on here and then we started pushing up a little bit, but it was like a failed attempt. And so, I'm looking at this little zone and I see a lot of wicks here. So a lot of buying, right? But we keep dipping down into it. And so the more we dip down into it, it's like we're clearing out all the buyers. So I was watching out for that. So as I was just messing around with those settings for Discord, I'm kind of watching this trend line. So you can see there's a trend line here, something like that. And I see we're back into the zone again. So we had we tried to push up, we failed around this area here. And as we come back down to the zone, we're starting to just push back into it. So we have one zone, and then we have a smaller candle, and it's kind of just starting to rest on top of the zone. So I'm thinking we're clearing out the buyers. It's time to go ahead and hop into a short. So I waited just a little bit, and in this 1 hour candle, let me go ahead and switch that to a 5-minute. That was when I decided to go ahead and get in. I just happened to be watching it at that time, and it seemed like a really good time to go ahead and get in. So we fell into the zone here, and I got in right around here, looking for the break, and I had my stop just above the top of the zone. And so I took profit down here at the bottom at 80, and then we wicked below, but then we pulled back into the zone. So I was just waiting to see if it was going to be kind of a fake out, but we're fine. We're trying to find buyers down here, which we did. I was hoping we would come back to it and just clear them out, and then we can keep going south. But that didn't happen, so I ended up getting stopped out right around here. And then I took a couple little just scalps because I figured we would test the trend line again. And then I tried to go short. And we only came down a few points from the trend line. I got in at 100, so 15,100, and nothing happened there, so I got stopped out by a couple points. But then I ended up taking a couple plays later on once I saw we were back down into the zone. So I went short again, and then got this nice little break coming down into here. And then I try to add on to my short. I took profit down here, try to add on around 77 and 80. I'm already out. I've gotten stopped out. But interesting what we're doing here. We're setting up another, it's either a bear flag or a reversal. I'm curious to see if we reel it back in. But my bets are on, we're going to be heading down. So I'm looking for, I'm thinking shorts, but we'll see what happens. But if we do, we got to break under this 57 area. And then I'd watch out for the 40s, like 39, 40. But I'm hoping we get down to this one, or 15,010 or 15,011, because I think that's the next step. So that's just where my head's at. We'll see what happens. But between those trades I took this morning, I'm so early on with the Top Step funded account. I can only trade up to 3 contracts right now at the balance I'm at. So I'm just taking about 2 or 3 contracts. Usually start with 1 or 2, and then I might add on. So I'm not trading too heavy. And right now I'm sitting at 1,500 on the day. So 2 days green. So the goal here is to not get myself in the red. I'm looking for one more solid trade because I've already taken, I think, about 3 trades. 3 or 4 trades. So I'm looking for just one more. See a good setup. I'm really not sure what we're going to do here because we're pushing back into this zone. So I'm going to let this play out. And so we're about a minute to open. So let's see what happens. But I'm hoping we kind of just push away from it and head south. I want to see us get down to that 57. Hopefully break below that and then see this. So I might go in with contract. I'm going to wait and see what we do. But it looks like we're pushing back into that zone. We're heading up. Yep. Be curious to see if we hit this trend line or if we're just going for that 100. Because we like our whole numbers. So no trades for me right now. I have just wait for a good setup. Good morning. Thanks for joining. How you guys doing today? All right, let's see if we get pushed out of this zone. It's like sellers are trying to take over. So I think what I want to do is if we get pushed out of here, let me switch over to the 1 minute. I try to hop in real fast. So we're pushing out. I might try to get back in here at the 80. So between 77 and 80, maybe stop at 85. And I think I missed my entry. What's up, E-Mini? Glad you're here. You're doing well. Okay, so wicked right down to this key level at 58. So a little bit of a bounce. Let's see if we come back up here. I'm going to just set an order up there just in case we get it. So I'm going to put an order here at 77. So to the 5. Right, so my order's sitting up top, but I think we're dropping below that key level. So I'm going to scoot my order down. So if we break below 57, I want to see if we get a pull back up to 57, and then I'll go short there. But I want, and we have how much time left here? 15 seconds. And if it closes like at 57, I'm not interested in that. We got 1 second. Yeah, I'm going to wait. I see nothing yet. So I'm going to wait, see if we get pull back up to here. Considering going in at 72, I'd rather get it at 77. See, on here I have my chart at 77 or 78. My stop would be like 82. Yep, wicked up to the top of this candle here. Let's see, we got a high of 70. I'm gonna let that play out, see what happens. I want a better deal. See if we can get it at 77. So stop. Looks like we lost it. It's still in play. All right, so looks like it's getting ready to go down, I hope. I'm running into a lot of sellers right here. So if we keep seeing some long wicks, I might consider taking the break down here. Yeah. I was hoping for one more candle with like a long wick on top, something like that. So I feel like as you start to see a few of those, then you get a nice break. We only got a 2. So I'm waiting. I think it needs more time. So for me, if one of these candles closed down here, like at 51 or 50 even, then I'd like to get a quick pullback into this like 55 to 57 pocket. And I would go short there. And then my stop would be, I'd probably just take one contract and give it a full 10. Or depending where this candle closes, I'd put it above the closing price. If this closed here, and we have one that closed down here, then I'd have it maybe above the close. If it was like 63 or something. So just waiting. Looks like it's trying to base out the, oh, and it's pushing off that key level. It's off that 57. I'm gonna put my order back where it was. Oh, too late. And that worked out. That would have been a quick fail. So I got no trade right now. Good morning. Thanks for joining. So I'm interested in taking a long. Let's see, I do a scalp off this 80 level. So get a quick pull down to 80. And let's see if we can take it up to 100. My stop's going to be, I'll give it a little bit of room. I'll give it like 6 points, down 74. Looks like it made it without us though. All right, so it's no good. Okay, so 10 minutes in the market open. All right, so let's see where this puts us. So we got our low at 51. Let's see where it puts our high. Anybody in anything right now? Anybody take a long? All right, still looking for shorts. Okay, where it's at, I might consider getting back in here. So I try to do a scalp off of the 80. Nice, man. I hope that works out for you. You know, as I was talking, I was thinking, why didn't I set up an order up here to go ahead and go short? So I hope you got it up here. That's great. If you're lucky, they'll traverse the whole zone. So I hope it does for you. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Oh, nice job, you Minnie. Well done. Oh, even better, man. Well done. That's really good. Yeah, nice job. Yeah, you got to pay yourself. Hey, it's still a good trade, man. Just replicate. Do it in the sim, and then just do it in real life. It's all good. Just be a robot. You got to prove it to yourself that you can do it. So that's absolutely good, man. Making good calls. All right. I'm gonna try to get in short here. 10. See if we get a little push into that. A lot of sellers there between, what's that, 97, 108. Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining. So if we're going to go for it again, get over that 105, see if we get 110. I got an order set up to go short at the 110. My stop's going to be at 1650. Well, I hope to come down to this 80 when I get filled, and then write it back up here to this 100. See what we get. So close. Came down 82.75. It's making a solid bull flag, but we are in this mega downtrend. So I'm expecting a lower high. So that's why I'm okay with going short here. Here we go. Stop at 1650. I don't think I'd want it to go over like 13. There we go. So I'm short and getting out. Just give it the 6. Okay. That did not work out, so I gave up a couple hundred there. Or 120. Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining. Yeah, if it's your first time here, feel free to say hello. All right, so closing just outside that zone. If that's our current little trend, I'd be okay with hopping on that. Maybe try to get back in where I got in short around here, about around the 11. Depends where we close though, and how high we get. So right up to the 27. Yeah, I'd be okay with getting in down here. Quick little pullback. Give it just a little bit. This hump here, we have all this space here to still make a lower high, right? So I think that puts 42 to 50 in a decent range. So I think I'm gonna see if we can take this out to like the 40s. If it holds. Or I might be getting out. 105. Oh, that happened really fast. All right, we'll see if it pulls back up. If not, I'm just going to take a much bigger loss than I intended. They got me really good. So I was looking for one more trade. I took two, and they both did not work. So it brought me down to I'm still in the green, sitting on 1,000. That chipped away at 500 between those two trades. So we still have a minute left on this 5 minute. Hey, good morning. Thanks for joining. Yeah, same here. I was hoping that little pullback right into here would hold. And then we started dipping in. I was losing confidence, and then it just got away from me. Came all the way down here. But if this holds, we're probably going to fight our way back out the zone and push up if it holds. Just got to give it a little bit more time, let it build out, see what we get. Put this on the, see what the 1 minute's doing. Hey, Ruben, good morning. Yeah, it's kind of all over the place right now, which don't forget today is FOMC release. They're going to release those minutes at 11. I think it's 11 a.m. Or that's, sorry, Eastern. It's 2 p.m. Eastern. I'd like to see it fail. So right here, like where it wicked up to, I feel like that's where it should stop. And then maybe fall back out of the zone. And then maybe I can go back short as we retest the bottom of the zone. Just kind of thinking ahead, but it might go north. We'll see. Oh, that's right. Forgot. Yeah, I forgot your hours are very different. Well, there's your 15-minute range, huh? So we try to get out of that 103. We did for a little bit by almost 30 points, and then reeled it back in. Then our low of the opening range is 51. Oh, nice. You've been busy, huh? We are holding. Let's see what happens once we hit this 110. I just need some more confirmation for some direction. Because right now it could go either way. About to close out the first half hour. Got 2 minutes to go. Let's look at that hourly. A nice jump right up to 110. See if we reject it. I am tempted to take a short at that 10 area again. It's just still very unclear. All right, so 5 seconds to go. And then we'll be at the half-hour point. Yeah, this morning's a little tricky. 100% agreed. I did not see us popping back into that zone. I thought we were going to break down. I was hoping for a breakdown down here and right at south. But that started basing out a little bit and just popped right off of that 57. And that was a hard push. So if it holds this, it's still looking bullish. I would not want to take this little bit here, like I was talking about earlier. I'm taking a little scalp off of this 80. I'm not interested in that now. No way. So I'd like for us to break below, and then I want to get in on a retest to go south, because this is starting to look more bearish now. Okay, that's better. Okay, so I'm short. I'd like to see some continuation. And looks like I'm going to get stopped out again. This is not my morning. 5 points. Give it a solid 10. This is just messy. Should have waited. Should have waited for a little bit more closing outside that zone. That's okay. Took it prematurely. I'm just going to give it a full 10. Let's go. Still got another minute left in this 5 minute. So we'll see what we do with this. I'm sorry, DC. Yeah, right now it's definitely no fun. Yeah, if I don't nail this one, this is well, it doesn't matter. I think this is the last trade for me for the morning. Maybe I'll just have to regroup and check it in the afternoon or something. Pre-market was great. Man, pre-market was great. I felt like a ninja. I think I was like 4 for 4. I took 3 or 4 trades pre-market. I forget how many. But right now, it's not great. So you got 10 seconds left here. I hope we close under 77, and I'll feel much better about this short. But closing over that or 80, it's not looking good for me. I'm going to give it just a little bit of room there, but most likely I'm going to get stopped out. Wow, I just gave up too much. Gave up too much. So let me just drag this over so you guys can see. Or you know what? Let me know if you can see it here. So I'm using this new software, and I'm supposed to be able to click through different things to better show you different screens. So let me know if this is coming across okay for you guys. I'm trying to show my P&L, and it doesn't look like that's working. Let's see. No, it's not working. All right, so let me just do what I did the other day. I'll just drag it in. So I'm just dropping it in here. I'm just trying to hide my account info. Let's see. Can you guys see that? So it shows the my total P&L for today. That's at the bottom. So I'm ending up still in the green, but unfortunately I gave up like 40% of everything I made pre-market. So since the market opened, gave up about 40%. The balance should be, let's see if you can see it at the top. No, I don't know. The balance is a total of 1646. So between today and yesterday, my Top Step account is now at a 1600 plus P&L. So on our way to requesting that first payout, they require 5 days of at least 200 profit. But I guess I could take a small payout if I wanted. But ideally, I'd like to take out a decent chunk. So I was hoping to close the day like at 2,000 today, but I'm not going to force it. We're everywhere today. We're all over the place. So I'm going to just let the morning ride out. I'm going to let it do its thing. And I got to get in the right headspace, maybe come back and see some clearer direction. So I'll do that maybe in the afternoon after the FOMCs come out. So I don't want to trade that. I don't do that. Some guys do, and they're great. But I like to let it play out, give it a few minutes, let it breathe, and then look for some good entries. And if you're into the Fibonacci, that's actually not a bad play for that. Watch out for those 50% levels if you're trading right after the FOMC. Look for that, but trade small because it's so volatile. It's everywhere. So be real careful. Oh, thanks, DC. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I should have quit while I was ahead. Be a little bit more green, but that's okay. I'll still take it. It's a win. So that'll be 2 solid days. So I just need 3 more. We can get a payout. So yeah, I'll see if there's a good setup later on this afternoon. I don't know that that'll be live, but I'll try to record it for you guys so you can see my trades. Find some. If I was willing to pivot right now, I could have switched my position. Right where I went short, my short entry was right here. It was just premature. I was watching that 1 minute. I got to get off that 1 minute after the 30-minute mark. So that's my fault. But I guess I could have kept it tighter. My stop was at 87. So I didn't have a physical stop or hard stop in place, but that was my mental stop. I was giving it 10 points. So I entered 77 short. So it looked good on the 1 minute, but on the 5 minute, if I would have played just the 5 minute, which it was after 30 minutes into the open, I think we would have seen a clear entry for a possible pivot. And that's right off the bottom. So it is what it is. So I'd like to see how high we run this thing up, or if we're going to be stuck in a channel or a range. Usually that's how it works out on days like today. We're stuck in some kind of a weird range. So careful if you guys are going to trade for the rest of the morning, but usually I like to call it a quits on days like this as early as possible because it just gets hairy. Hey, what's up, English? Yeah, 3 minutes is good too. I do like the 3 minute. I've been trying to. So I used to just do the 3 minute and the 5 minute. I used to watch that a lot, but then I switched over to the 1 minute for like right at open. So just kind of watch, see what it spells out. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Patrick Wieland. I know he was trading on the 1 minute for a while. So he's kind of fun to watch. You know, he's got a lot to say, but you know, he executes really good patience. Definitely takes some solid trades. But I think one day, like every breakout was just failing for him, and I think that's when he decided to get away from the 1 minute. So I don't know if he moved over to the 2 or the 3 minute, but yeah, I like the 3 minute for sure. 3 minute and the 5 minute. So I think I'll still keep experimenting with the 1 minute, but only at like the very open, and then I just gotta remember to cut it out, like switch over to the 3 or something. But interesting push though. Here we are breaking over that 29. So that actually doesn't look like a bad setup. There's 3.5 minutes left in this 5 minute candle. That looks interesting. That's an interesting setup. So if we push over that 130, and close somewhere between 30 and 40 or 45, and then maybe see if we get a pullback down into the 30, that might be okay. That looks like a solid setup. But if anyone was trying to trade that breakout though over the 30, that kind of failed right now. Really tempted in taking this long again over the top of the zone. If I got in at the 110, I'd have to give it 7 points. So I'm considering it. So depending on where we close in this candle, I'm considering putting in an order at 110 and give it down to the 103. So I'll give it a hard stop. One contract. So we've still got a minute and a half. Get rid of this. 5, put this on a 3. 3. I just started switching over to Quant Tower, so I have all my settings on my other software, NinjaTrader. So I need to create a 3-minute. Yeah, this is pretty messy. Okay, we got 30 seconds left. I'm liking it a lot less now. So I don't know about this. Okay, so 15 seconds. So let's see if we get filled. Let's see if we can hop back up with these guys. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and set up my hard stop. Put it down at the 3, 5. And so at this point, getting into the 20s, we'll go to break even. So let's see if we can get over to this 30 and break out above that 30. So 20 points in, so recouping some of that crazy I gave up. Just gotta get over that 30. Feel a lot better if we just kept holding over that 20 or 22. Every time we dip down, I'm kind of getting ready to close out a little early. Okay, we've got less than 2 minutes to go here. Gotta start pushing at that 30. Hopefully pushing to that 30. And we start just hovering there for a minute and then watching this time in sales. Let's see, it's spiking. There we go. It's moving. Seeing a lot of buying, a lot of green. There we go. Break over that 35. See if we can get this thing up to 60. We can't break over that 35. Let's go. Got 40 seconds left. I'm gonna scoot up my stop. Hard stop in the green. I wouldn't let it come down to 1850. Right now, I'm thinking of getting out like at 29, something like that. I just want us to push up. We're in the 30s. Let's see us hold 30 and hopefully get up to 50, at least 50. But there's something there at 50, and then we watch out for 59, 57, 80, something like that. We're in the 40s. Want to stay over 35. So we hit 45, seeing some resistance there. I'm just trying to cover what I had open, just to make up for the little bit that I did lose. All right, so now I just don't know where my stuff is at. There it is. All right, so it puts today at 1295, so back over 1,000. So total balance now is 2,072. So a little bit more green. I'll take that. So that is it for today for me. I might still check out and see what's going on after FOMC comes out later on today. See if there's a decent setup. But I'm feeling okay with that. Yeah, I think you're right, DC. I'll chill out. So happy to hang out, though. I still have at least another 30 minutes. So I'll look at some plays and see if we can call anything out. I'm not going to be taking anything else, though. I've definitely I've hit my limit. So I think I ended up taking a total of 8 today. Yeah, I'm in for like 8, maybe 9 trades. That's it's too much. I try to stay within 3 to 5. So overdid it. Good morning. Thanks for joining. Yeah, at some point, I think it's going to get extra wonky in here, and we're going to see we're stuck in some kind of a range. Right now we kind of are. We're not breaking out too much, so it's going to do some weird stuff. So after today, there's still something coming out tomorrow. What do we have tomorrow? Tomorrow we have unemployment. So unemployment rates. And wait, where's that today? 16. Or is that tonight? Let's see. Tomorrow, tomorrow's the 17th. Tomorrow we have jobless claims. So watch out for that. Jobless claims. I think it's before the bell. I think it's an hour before the bell usually. Yeah. So I think this still wants to push up. I think we're gonna head. You know what? Maybe that's as far as it goes. I was thinking we'd get to at least that 50 mark. That's where I was hoping to take some profit, or close out my profit at that 50 mark. We stopped at 45. So maybe that's it for it. But if I was still bullish, I'd wait for more of a setup. Let's let this build out for a little bit and see if it gives you some kind of a base. I would like it for it to hold like this area here. So between 20 and 30. Go sideways a little bit, and then I consider buying the base and go long if that's what was happening. But right now, pull back down to the top of the zone. I'm not so sure how that would play out. So I wouldn't have a lot of confidence in that right now. As far as our expected moves, we're just in the middle. Now, playing FOMC, that's something you want to watch out for. I'd be watching out for those expected moves because we might wick right up to one, and then we might go to the other one. You know, things get crazy. So our expected moves for the NQ, we're at 15,396 on the top side. What was that, 91? So right around there, around 15,390, something like that. On the bottom side, we're at 14,818 or 817. So watch out for those. I'll be posting those for you guys every week. I think they're good to watch out for. So you might want to consider adding them to your charts. I don't always take plays off of those, but it's good to know once we hit that area because you can usually expect a lot of volatility. But sometimes you'll see that those numbers are being respected so much that you can actually take a play off of it. So if you let the market kind of show you and like tell you a story right around those lines, then you can find a good entry off of that. But right in the middle of this channel. Kind of looks like it's trying to turn around, you know, so it'd be interesting if that ends up playing out like that. But I'm kind of waiting for us to break and get down in here. Haven't looked at the ES. The ES has been lining up really nice with these zones. I think it was on a 1 hour. Staying short right here, 44.57. You know, right in here in this range. So between there and 44.50. You know, that's a decent amount of money with the ES. You know, 5 points is great. 10, even better. But yeah, the zone's been working out pretty well with that. Especially if you're trading micros. You know, trading micros with a small zone like this, you can give it the whole zone. So we're sinking down into it. You know, you're thinking you're going to find some buyers. You can set up some limit orders to go long around the 62, and then you can add on at 57. Stop would be below, like at 56. So keep it tight, but that's with the micros. You know, so you're trading with the micros. If you're only taking like 2 at the top, maybe 3 at the bottom, something like that, scale in. You're not risking too much, and then look for a bigger play, like a nice push out. Ideally, you'd want it to go up here to the next zone, but even if you can only land like 15 points or something like that. DC, yeah, absolutely. And some of those trades I was taking too, they weren't fully set up. I was strictly trading off that price action. So that's something, yeah, you definitely want to watch out for. I should have let some of those build out a little bit more. And then it would have been a clear, like, don't take this trade. That's okay. Yeah, we're sinking back into that zone. This looks like a train wreck. Looks like we're building out some kind of a trend line there. I don't like it. I don't like that. But I did like this one over here. So that was nice. I like this. Something like that. That was the first one. There. Come on, stay. Yeah, that was pretty solid there. That's a bigger picture. Looking at the 4 hour. Like a nice setup. Push it down. Have that nice trend line ready to break it. I just thought we'd get a bigger drop. Bigger drop. Open down into here, 15,000, 10. That's okay. Let's see how the Russell's looking. So the Russell hit its expected move. Look at that. So the expected move we had charted out at 1895. The Russell, let's see how much of a bounce it got off of it. So it came down to 1895.40. So really close. But a nice 4-point push, which on the Russell, I think that's a big deal. That's a good amount of money right there. Anyone else here trade the Russell? I've only tried it a couple times myself. It trades differently, that's for sure. It moves a little different. But with that one, if you just have something decent mapped out, just trade really small, I think it's a nice one to trade. Well, I'd like to see this keep rolling over the way it's looking. Maybe get a little push up here and fail like at this 20 area, and then maybe we'll just start to sink down, test these lows again. Oh yeah, Russell definitely. But yeah, I'm surprised it got to that expected move so soon. It was a lot tighter for the Russell compared to the NQ and the ES. But the Russell is usually a tighter range, that I believe, right? Yeah, this looks like it just wants to sink down. So if it breaks under that expected move, watch out. This thing can move, especially with the FOMC coming out today. If it's looking real bearish, this is a range of what do we have? 68 down to it was 94. So it's like 72 points. So the move is actually half of that. So 36. So if it gets under here, we might see like another 36-point drop on the Russell. Depending on what happens, the volatility will be there. That could totally happen. And so that put us down to So 2 standard deviations at 36 under 94. What's that? 58. So right around here, which is interesting because it's right along this little pocket here. I'd watch out for that. This little guy right here. I'd be watching out for that little pocket. You can see a little turnaround there for breaks below. That could be a spot to go ahead and, if you missed the short, go short from there, right down into here. So we sunk down into the zone. Let's see, and trying to push out of it. Curious to see if we push up to 20 and then maybe start coming down. Or we hold this funky trend line. Yeah, back to the expected moves. If I don't know if you caught me talking about this before, but I did create a video. In case you want to check that out, I show you how to grab the expected move for the week. So you typically want to do it just over the weekend. You want to do it before futures open on Sunday to get the most accurate numbers. So I think they're available Friday. I think it's 2 hours after market close, something like that. So you can pick them up Friday. I use Thinkorswim. I'm not sure what other platforms out there offer it, but it's completely free. Thinkorswim's free, and you just go to their option chain to grab all the moves. But yeah, I'm going to continue to post that for you guys before the start of the week. It's definitely good numbers to watch out for. Let's do a little poll. All right, so quick little poll. What are you guys feeling? You feeling bullish or bearish? Especially with FOMC coming out, you think we're going to be shooting up? We're going to get a big move up, or are we going to just sink down, make some new lows? What do you think? There's no right or wrong. You can see that by my trades. I was wrong a lot this morning. What was I, 3 for 3 in the red? Can't wait until we break out of this channel, because when we do, I think it's going to be one heck of a move. And I want to be part of it. Whether it goes up or down. I'm betting down, but we'll see. Look at the weekly. Even if it's down, I mean, the market's still looking really good. We're just due for a little pullback. That's all this is. But I don't know. You got, was it Michael Berry's talking about the market coming to an end or something? I don't know. See how far we come down. That doesn't look too bad. Where's my monthly? Seems like we would at least hit this 14,500. 550, something like that. Yeah, I think that's a big area. Right in here. And then hold. And then hopefully you can just continue back up. Nice. So we push out of the zone. So pushing out of the zone, if I was feeling bullish, I just realized it hit that trend line that we mapped out earlier off of these two candles, right into the trend line. Interesting. 96. So it was also like, if you look across the board, it's a nice pivot point. If you see all these candles here, let's see. Let's do this. You can see right across the board, wicked up to it, wicked down to it, wicked down to it, up to it, up to it. We're closing and opening on it right at that 96. And that lines up with a trend line. You have a point of confluence. That's good. I didn't even see that. Got to watch out for those. This looks like this is holding up. So if I was bullish, I'd be looking for a play off of that today, especially if it comes down into here. So if we get a pullback towards the top of the zone, lines up here with this trend line, I'd be taking that. And you can do it with a tight stop. Hi, good morning. Thanks for joining. So in case you're just now catching me, I am all traded out for the day. I've exceeded my max. I think I took somewhere between 8 and 10 trades. So I took a few pre-market, and I was solid green. I was 100% on those, and then I took some at the open, and I was failing left and right. I think I took 3 red, 3 in a row. And then I had I think it was just one more trade. And that was it. And it worked out pretty well. It was a play off the top of the zone here. It was on this candle right here. Right in here somewhere. Yeah, it was this candle. So we pushed back out of the zone. We had closed out of the zone. And then I waited for a pullback. So we got a pullback. And then we ran it up to right in here. I got stopped out around 35. That's when I cut the cord, just locked in a profit. And that was it for me. All right, so let's close this poll. See what you guys think. So it looks like it's 50-50. 1 and 1. Yeah, it could go either way. So I don't know if you guys see this here, but on the weekly chart, exactly how this candle looks right here, paired with this red candle. I like seeing that when I'm watching the hourly or the 5 minute. If I get a setup like that where the bottom wicks are a little bit tighter, so a lot smaller, that's usually a very good entry to go ahead and go long. You can get in at the base of this candle here, and you can have a stop just below the wicks. So when it's real tight, it might be like somewhere between like a 2 to 6 point stop, something like that. And I've had really good success with those for a reversal, especially if it pairs well with like if it drops into a zone or something like that, and you're looking for a turnaround. It works out really well. So curious to see how this week closes. But yeah, I'm leaning towards the bearish side, me personally. Looking for a drop. I want to get out of this channel. I just want to see us get down here, quit messing around, see what happens. But it would be interesting if we hit this expected move and then just doubled it up. Because if we did, that should land us right in here. That would be one heck of a move. But we'll see. Well, I think that's gonna sum it up for me. I'm about done. So I may or may not take another trade in the afternoon. If I do, I'll try to record it for you guys. See if I find something good. Otherwise, if you're still trading, stay green, careful. Don't forget about the FOMC. That's coming out in 3.5 hours, or 3 hours and 15 minutes. So be very careful. All right. And if you guys have any comments or questions or something like that from today, please just drop it in the comment section. Don't forget, I got some fun news coming out tomorrow. So I'm pretty excited about it. I've been working on something for you guys. I hope you're excited too. So it's just to show some appreciation for all your support. Just want to give a little back. Yeah, that's it. So thanks again. You guys have a good one.